It's been a while since I've uploaded. I've spent a lot of time recently trying to figure out what I want my channel to be. I watched YouTube at a time when YouTubers had like 3 or even 4 YouTube channels to like separate all of their niches. You know, like you'd have like the vlog channel, the gaming channel, the makeup channel, which was the main channel. But personally for me, like I don't want to pick a niche specifically to have for this channel and then another channel. I don't really want to be like a cozy gaming influencer, and I don't want to be a Littlest Pet Shop influencer. I just want to talk about things that I personally like. So that's what I'm just going to do. I'm going to try all that and see how that goes for me, because this channel was always supposed to be about the things that I enjoyed, not about the things that I had to talk about. My goal this year is to just upload 1 video per month, which is much slower than the rate when I was consistently making content. But I think for me, just to gauge how I feel and what I want to talk about, that's what I'm gonna have to do. For today though, I wanted to dive back into kind of what I first enjoyed talking about on this channel, which was upcoming cozy games. I like talking about demos, upcoming games, games I'm excited for, because at the end of the day, like, if I have a genuine excitement for these things, I am happy to share that with you guys. So when I was looking through my Steam wishlist, I realised I have a ton of cozy games that are either due to release in 2026 or a little bit longer. Like, it doesn't have a date yet. And like, I was scrolling through and I was like, there are some that I'm really, really excited for, and that's what I'm going to share with you today. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, don't forget to click the like button and let's dive right into it. First on my list is Inconveni. One store, many stories. I've always had a soft spot for retail games or games that are set in like a retail environment, but they can often feel really repetitive. Like, I appreciate it's a repetitive job, but I've worked in retail, I've done the whole balancing university in retail, and for me personally, the best part of my job were my colleagues and also the customers that I spoke to. And Inconveni seems to capture that feeling that I'm nostalgic for when it comes to the gameplay and story. In this game, you play as Makoto, a college student who's helping her aunt run her business. The game is set in 1990s Japan and has that authentic feel to it. The setting alone builds such a cozy atmosphere for the game. It goes way beyond just stacking shelves and like normal job management simulation games. Whilst you handle all of the tasks that come with running a store, you also get to meet a ton of new characters and customers and learn their stories as you play. The heart of the game is to really connect with the people around you and uncover memories and stories from the customers that visit your store. It just has an overall light and nostalgic vibe that I really love to deep dive into in a game. Looking at the trailer, you can tell it isn't a gimmicky simulator. It isn't something that is silly and grindy. It has a true passion behind it, and that's why I really can't wait for this one to release. I don't know how many of you played Neko Atsume in like the mid to early 2010s, but that's kind of the vibe this one's going for. Usagi-shima is a creature collecting game where you build your own little island resort for a bunch of cute bunnies. You can decorate the island with buildings, plants and decorations whilst you collect many different rabbits. This game is technically already out on iOS and Android, but I'm not a mobile gamer. I don't know why I can't connect on a smaller screen. So I'm really holding out for the Steam release, which is currently stated for 2026, so hopefully it's out soon. In this game you can interact with the bunnies, you can pet them, feed them, play with them, and you can even dress them in little tiny hats. Like, how cute is this? I've always adored like a cozy tropical beach theme, like that is so me, and this game just hits all of the right notes for me. A feature I really like with this game, and quite a few games that I play, is that it is synced with your real time. So I'm a night owl. I like getting into my little cozy pajamas with a hot chocolate and playing my games. So I like the fact that when I come to my little island, it's all going to be the same vibe. There's something about the squiggly hand-drawn style mixed with the tropical colour palette that absolutely speaks to me. I already know I'm going to lose hours to this game when it comes out. I know I'm going to be 100%ing this one. I am so excited for this one. It might be the top of my list, even though I'm not really going in any particular order, but this one is called Danshi Days. I haven't seen a lot of an online discussion around this one, but if you enjoy like Nintendo DS, Game Boy, like that era of cozy gaming, this one is going to be right up your alley. It has that perfect bright retro art style, paired with just music and sound effects that sound like they're straight out of a Game Boy game. The game centers around a young girl called Hoshino who is living in a danchi, a Japanese housing complex, with her grandmother who unfortunately has Alzheimer's. While the game expresses some really heavy and beautiful themes like aging, loneliness and dementia, it's balanced really well with the childlike wonder of the main character. You'll get to meet a quirky cast of neighbours and play silly little mini games that just help the game stay lighthearted and whimsical. I don't know exactly how long the game's gonna be yet, but I can just imagine myself sitting down and playing this in one playthrough. I just know I'm gonna be glued to my screen when this one releases. Continuing with that cozy Y2K theme, we have Surf Club. Set in the picturesque seaside town of Olive Bay, you play as Holly, who is returning to her hometown after several years to reconnect with Bede, her former best friend and previous partner. There isn't a massive amount of information about this game available yet, but we know it's aiming for around 3 hours of gameplay for the main storyline in a fully interactive environment, and yes, surfing. This one has such a distinct retro feel to it. It honestly makes me feel like I'm stepping right into a 90s seaside resort, which is weird because I wasn't born in the 90s. I don't know what that feels like, but I can tell the vibe they're going for just from watching the trailer. This is one of those games where I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on updates and see how it develops, because I just think it looks fantastic and I cannot wait to dive in. The next one we're diving into is a completely different type of cozy game. So if the last few games haven't been your type of thing, this one might be for you. We're moving away from heavy story-driven narratives to something a bit more light-hearted and easy to play. On my wish list that I'm really excited for is Bao Bao's Cozy Cleaning Services. I've spoken about Bao Bao's Cozy Laundromat previously on my channel, and it was a game I did enjoy, despite it being more of a slower, idle game. Well, the developer announced Bao Bao's Cozy Cleaning Services, and it was an immediately wishlist from me. It's inspired by games like Power Wash Simulator and other sort of cleaning games that are coming into the market lately. You play as Bao Bao, obviously, and you clean up these beautiful pastel pixel art environments. You can even play multiplayer with this one with up to 3 friends. So you can all play together and listen to some lo-fi music. There isn't really much to add to this one for now, and I honestly appreciate the developers for just keeping the description so precise and straight to the point. I think it's amazing at announcing the fact that Bao Bao has its own universe now. Before I move on to the final game, I wanted to give a quick honourable mention to plenty of other games on my wish list. I couldn't cover them all because if I did, this video would simply just be way too long. The games on my wish list that I'm still looking forward to, but I won't be diving into right now, are Bubblegum Galaxy, Wonder Parade, Soggy Beans, Rhythm Animal Cafe, Wish Upon a Llama, and Loftier. I would absolutely love to dive into more cozy games, so if you'd like to see a part 2 featuring some of the games I just mentioned, don't forget to leave a comment telling me which one you want to hear about. Also, if any of the games I've mentioned, or another cozy game maybe that I haven't mentioned, has a demo that you'd like me to try out, please let me know down below. I would love to find more cozy games to try. With that bit out of the way, let's dive into the final game. Finally on my list for today, we have Vending Machine Co. Another job simulator game, because for some reason the cozy community really love pretending to grind in their games. In this one, you manage your own vending machine company in Japan, which I'm beginning to notice Japan is a trend with a lot of these games. This game has an incredibly bright pop of colour to it, and it just looks so fun. You'll be opening and managing a multitude of different vending machines throughout the city. I love the fact that they say every neighbourhood will bring different types of buyers, so you have to really get to know the people around you. You get to stock everything from drinks and snacks to gadgets and toys, basically building an empire of vending machines across Japan. The description does also mention that there will be mini games, which I think is great because games like this, once again, like I said, with Inconveni, you don't ever want it to feel too repetitive or grindy. So it really helps to have something to sort of take a break, enjoy, and then come back to the management side of the game. Plus, this one also mentions having lo-fi ambience, and lo-fi honestly is the quickest way for me to wishlist a game. I love being able to listen to music in a game, so I'll definitely be building my empire of vending machines once this one releases. So that's it for today's video. I'd love to know which one of these games you're most excited to try once they release. I hope you've managed to find a new game to be excited about. So see you next time.